Talking about slippery, we are sponsored by Pleasure Avenue, Ghana's #1 adult play store.
Yeah, based in across 7 customers nationwide and worldwide. And we offer a carefully curated selection of high quality products designed to inspire, explore, enhance intimacy, and elevate your pleasure. So our mission basically is to empower individuals and couples to embrace their sensuality with confidence, discretion, and excitement. You can connect with us on our social media platforms. On Snapchat, it's Pleasure Avenue 0. On Instagram, that's Pleasure Avenue 1. TikTok is just Pleasure Avenue. And our WhatsApp numbers, that's 055-274-6582. Yeah, guys.
All right, guys. I think the weather is just perfect. Like I said earlier, I hope everyone is home safe. If you're not home, I hope you're okay, and the rain did not get in the way of anything, and you're not slipping into something, sliding and falling, and
accidentally.
Yes.
We're not doing it on purpose.
So, in line with the weather, we're gonna just dive right into it, and this is basically, I think, a top-up of what we discussed last week, which is
sexual compatibility.
Yes.
I enjoyed watching you guys last week.
You were supposed to be in here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got held up, but interesting perspectives.
Okay. Got held up.
Yeah. I wish I could say for good reason, unfortunately, but
with the benefits or the situationship or
we move. I plead the fifth.
I like that. Okay, we move. Yes. So
let me keep quiet.
Today, we're gonna be talking about I think these days people talk about red. I don't know if it's red. Should I say red? Or there are a lot of sexual enhancements.
Red is not a sexual enhancement.
Red is not part. Red is not part.
It is not a sexual enhancement.
I thought they said red gives you energy. Then you
how
do a
are
lot of
they
things.
Sleeping while standing when on red?
I thought it gives you energy
that's
to
like
no.
zombie fight action.
It doesn't really give them energy.
It doesn't.
doesn't?
Yeah, it's actually like
calm you
Euphoria.
down, something
you're
like
very
that.
calm. Please, I don't know, but from the videos I've seen,
I also don't know.
from the videos I've seen, literally this morning, someone streaked. Was it this morning or this afternoon? Someone streaked a man on red, and he's just by a car. He's not standing. He's not on the floor. He's not, like mid-air, and he's just suspended in there.
Oh my goodness.
Are you awake? Are you asleep? Where are you?
Stop red, guys.
Stop
Oh,
red.
shit.
Because what the hell?
Guys.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
How hard do you want to be?
Right. But I think there are a lot of drugs these days, like for sexual enhancements.
Well, there is, and there's wine at Ultimate.
Wine,
Yeah, red one.
natural.
White wine,
Yes.
rosé. Oh Lord.
Is it a drink?
Wine, just wine, normal wine, Big Chris.
Okay.
Normal wine.
Okay.
Juice.
YFM. Official frequency for the young and young.
Oh Lord.
Hell no.
No, but it's juice.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It is though.
It is fermented grape.
juice.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
We're not capping. We're actually serious.
Shouting at me like I don't know what is.
I wasn't shouting at you.
You want some
No,
juice?
the way you asked
You want
me
juice?
No, I'm
if
fine.
it's a
You
drink.
okay?
I'm okay. I'm
Do you
sure.
want juice?
Calm, yeah, I'm
I can
fine.
get you some juice.
Hey, let's be careful on the juice.
Hey,
It depends
sorry.
on the
Okay.
juice. So.
Oh my God, pal.
I know you have a lot of juice.
Okay.
You're actually right. You're actually very right.
Yeah.
I
So.
side with that. Actually.
Okay. So. Yeah. Let's get our thoughts back on track.
Okay.
So in the bedroom, intensity can feel very addictive, very literally.
Yeah.
And so we tend to ask that, is that really the person's natural energy, or there's something to it, the substances there. Are you popping pills? Is it red wine? There's a lot of things, honestly, and even weed, for example. And people are chasing better sex through substances these days, even bragging with the fact that, oh, I went 1 hour, I went 2 hours.
Is it better sex? Is it? Are you sober? Are you enjoying it? Are you getting every feel of it when high on whatever substance? I mean, that's what I want to know.
That's subjective.
Oh.
And that's subjective.
Let's hear why.
I think it depends on the person. I could be lit, like real lit, and have someone, and it's very meh. And I could be in the same situation and have someone and be like, let's keep going till morning.
Okay.
There's a very big difference. So I think it depends. It ultimately depends on the person. Or
I'd like to ask, you being lit, is the person on the same wavelength as you, or she is
I
like
think
down
it's
there
very,
and you're up there?
It's messy when you're both not on the same level, because it can go south very, very quickly. You are definitely not communicating on the same energy. She's calm, you are somewhere else in Saint-Tropez mentally. So it's a thing of, if we are doing this together, it's kind of boring.
But
otherwise.
wait, which one is Emmanuel talking about?
He's talking about the fact.
No, but it depends on
but
you,
No, it depends on the substance.
It depends on the substance. Like, not to. You know what? Let me just move on.
Yeah. Right.
With red wine, I feel like I'm a wine connoisseur for whatever it's worth. Sauvignon Blanc, South African to be precise. It gives you a very jazzy vibe, very low, mellow, relaxed. And having somebody with you where you feel like, okay, we share the same inquisitive nature of knowing what it will mean to explore each other's bodies. So we are on something good. Why not play with it?
Play with it.
Right. Okay.
Del, let's hear from you.
So, I mean, don't do that.
Let's hear from Del.
So, from being lit or having like wine, not even wine, even some ladies are very lightweight, so a couple of mimosas can just get them there.
Yeah.
So just imagine, guys, you find your girl to go for a girls' brunch. She's out on the brunch and she gives you a call, babe, come pick me up. Just know she's lit. That's vibe, yeah? That litness. Don't let it go to waste, because some of you, when the girl is out, even clubbing with her friends and she calls you, babe, come pick me up. Run, oh! Don't walk, run.
If you are not careful,
she'll end up in someone else's bed. Because she's lit at this point. Explore it. See, that kind of litness, yeah, when you take it to the bedroom, oh my God.
You would have her. The real her.
Exactly. How slutty she can be. Like, she'll I mean, she's in another level. So, oh my gosh.
The next morning, you look at her like...
Provided she doesn't go to bed in the middle of it.
What?
Oh
no, she's not lit.
Provided... No, she is. But, I mean, there's fatigue.
What?
Probably you're not doing something.
Exactly. Then you're the guy. You're just you're doing
because
trash.
Ladies are like that lit. Trust me, they want to be slutty. Want to go all out.
It unlocks that demon in them. Nice. I'm learning today.
But wait, Imani, let me ask you this: Have you ever used any like aphrodisiac? Any?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
How was that experience like?
Exhilarating. I think it depends. You don't want to make a habit of it. First of all, I take pride in the fact that I'm 6'2" with size 13 shoes. If you know, you know.
Yeah, and let's put a disclaimer out there that the shoe size means nothing. Shoe size, someone can have a 15 and have a very small, tiny one.
God being so good, that doesn't apply to me. But
we thank God for that.
Yeah,
we thank God for that.
But yeah, you don't want to make a habit out of it. Like, sometimes you have to go out and represent the brotherhood very well, especially when it's a cross country event. You don't want to, leave a bad name of for the Republic out there that's, Ghanaian, this Ghana guy, it's
Yeah.
but
Let's make the brotherhood proud.
sometimes you just want to just put some icing on the cake because once you believe in your sauce, you believe in your sauce. There's nothing, everything just feels like an icing on the cake, and sometimes it's more about the experience that you are going through with that particular person. It's like the feeling of euphoria that you want to, okay, she's open to it, maybe she's open to taking an aphrodisiac, maybe a Spanish fly. She tells you about
I've heard of that.
honey. Okay, we could both try that, we could both dip into it and see the results. Like, okay, does this really enhance the moment that we are already having? That are you on that far end of the spectrum where you're now willing to experiment on things that otherwise you wouldn't do if you're sober? So I guess that's the advantage that comes with it, but ultimately you don't want to get hooked on it.
But what if the partner you're with is not up for it? Taking the
They
aphrodisiac.
have sober sex.
Then we have sex. It still doesn't spoil the emotion.
Like, no, she wants you to take it, but she's not up for it.
Then I will
no.
suspect you.
Yeah. Why would you suspect?
That's when my
Sense?
yeah, that's when I'm like, okay, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah.
What are you trying to? It feels like you're using me as a guinea pig at this point. Like, what are you trying to see? Because I cannot be the only person that's not sober at this point.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
True.
That's just weird.
That's true.
Yeah.
Del, have you tried an aphrodisiac before?
Yes, I've tried the honey. I've tried a chocolate. Yeah, and what else? Oh, wine is not an aphrodisiac for me because it's something I drink on a regular. So I wouldn't. Sorry, don't do that.
Money.
Don't do that. I wouldn't consider that an aphrodisiac. But
It's juice. Yeah, special juice.
oh, yes,
Yeah.
that.
Special juice. But so many other juices are special juices for certain friends. But yeah, I digress.
Oh my goodness. Oh my Jesus.
See, I've had an experience where I was out, yeah. I don't remember what I was drinking exactly, but I was tired. I have a very low social life battery. I was out, I was tired, and I was with a friend earlier, and I was texting with him, and I'm like, Charlie, I'm tired right now. Can you come pick me up, get me home? I'm like, sure, I'm around. So yeah, he came to pick me up. I'm like, oh, I want to get a drink from so and so place. I was like, sure, let's go get it. We got it. We go home. Trust me. We had sex, and I did not remember anything from it. And he was like, that was the best. I'm like, wait, what? How don't I remember shit? And you remember everything. He's
Yeah.
like, what did you have to drink? I'm like, oh, a lot.
That's it. No explanation.
A lot. He was like, well, then probably that's why. Because
Yeah.
what exactly was it that I drank at the events that I did not feel anything? I did not. What?
Wow.
Some of, see, like he said, don't get hooked on them.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you want to have the feel of everything, be in the moment. How are you not in the moment?
That's true.
It's not wasted body, but I'm not feeling anything. So what is happening here?
I don't see how the guy wins here. You don't remember nothing. That is very, very.
As in, I know
that is
we
very
did, but I don't remember
momentum
the.
killing. Like,
Yeah.
especially when, like he said, he's having the time of his life.
Yes.
Best sex I ever had. Words you never hear come from my mouth because I'm not going to give you that gas. You are not going to walk around swollen.
If it's the best, you
enjoyed
might as well. Exactly.
In my head, I know it's the best sex.
So
I'm
say
not
it.
telling you though.
Why?
There's a possibility you can do better. Why would I stand to you there? I don't want you to get ahead of yourself.
Money.
You could perform better. There's stuff that we could explore that there are thresholds. Like I said, you can go at the far end of the spectrum and you'd be surprised at things you'd find there.
I mean, what you're saying, you have a point in a way,
Yeah.
but then again,
I want to ask you: Are you the type of man who can or who is willing to introduce a toy in your?
Oh yes, 100%.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank you. I love that.
Okay, if you just joined the show, tonight on the room service, we explore the link between sex and substances, from natural enhancers and mood boosters to experimental highs and bedroom rituals. So we ask, do you really need to get lit, like to take enhancers to get intimate, or are you avoiding it to get into something deeper? Or but then again, there's a health side of it.
Yep.
Whereby what it does to your body, aside the whole enjoyment thing, the whole sex part of it. So do you think it's better that you have sex sober, and the person that you're having the sex that you're taking things, is this someone that you consider like a serious girlfriend or boyfriend?
If you're saying thing, I think you have to just give an example of it.
Like the enhancers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there are different enhancers. Weed, the wine, the pills. There's a lot of them.
Okay.
The honey.
Which one have you tried? Because you.
No, I've not tried no.
Are you sure?
No.
You've never taken
But
wine?
I have a friend that she said
Hey.
anytime she takes that. Oh no. Oh.
Why are you
I've not
standing to
tried.
look
Why
at
you up,
him?
bro?
Money.
Oh my
Sit down.
goodness.
Ah.
No, when someone starts saying, I have a friend, and then you start looking directly at the person, it means there's something Chris knows that's...
Is that
Oh,
friend
no,
called
you
Chris?
see, no. You see,
Is that
when
friend
she-
fair?
Oh, come on. She said anytime she take that, meaning she doesn't really feel for the person. So when she takes that, she make like she'll be wet, right? She just can be. It can do something with the guy because
Okay.
if not, she can't be wet.
So she takes it to get wet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is someone
So
you're
in
not
that case,
sexually
I'm just
attracted
asking-
to.
Yeah.
So I asked. So don't you feel it like since you are not even like you're not interested in that? What do you feel?
So naturally, she's not attracted to him. That means she doesn't even get wet. She's just
Yeah.
taking it to get wet for the moment.
Yes.
So why are you with bro though? Like,
I mean, bro probably has a cash, got the stack, trying to get something.
Oh, okay.
You never know. You never know.
There's that. There's that.
Yeah.
it is what it is, man.
You see, I was shocked when she told me that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be shocked. It happens.
There's several reasons.
So I'm meeting this guy. I don't like him. I know. Okay, something's going to go down. I don't necessarily. I don't have to be in the moment for it. Oh, sure. Why
You
don't
have to
you
take something?
Yeah, some girls too.
Yeah, man.
No, but like, what do you feel like since you're not?
Because
attracted
if
to
you're
the
not
person-
attracted to someone, you're not going to get wet naturally. And if it's going to penetrate you, you're going to get hurt. So why not take something that can boost? I mean, yeah, your sexual enhancement or whatever, pill, honey, weed,
That's peak.
wine.
That's peak. That's peak. That's dark. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So then, okay. So
same as you men wanting to perform better. Some go to the extent of masturbating before.
Disclaimer that it
Yes,
doesn't
yes,
work.
yes.
But yeah.
Well, I hear some. Did you hear
I
him?
said they do.
No, they
I heard we do.
I've been
I heard
suspecting. I've been suspecting Big Chris since last week.
I told the last time I'm a virgin.
For where? Okay, no.
don't believe it,
No,
but
I understand.
that's the
When
fact.
he's saying he's a virgin, I understand his ears and the nose. They're virgins. Yeah, the ears and nose. They're virgins. Yep. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys, and also I know some guys take is it Viagra
Yeah, Viagra.
just to wait for a lady, bro.
Broski,
The
if you are
day
taking-
the lady will disappoint you.
We are
drag her.
And then you
taking
send transport
Viagra under your 30s, you have issues, bro.
Big time.
Like, get checked multiple times. Because there's no way at the peak of your age or your manhood, which is probably mid-20s to like mid-30s, you should be taking any supportive pills.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially, like I said, if you believe in your source, you believe in your source.
Of course.
You have to know what you're doing.
But you know, there are times for I don't know what goddamn reason. I don't know if it is that too much anticipation. You get to the bedroom and the dick is just flat.
Yeah, you have
it's
to
a
experience
case.
that. But
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. Like I said, you need to get checked because it's one of two things. You're either not ready for the objective at hand, or there's a deeper problem, or sometimes it could be it could be mental.
True.
Yeah.
There's that
Sometimes
part.
it could be mental.
There is.
I guess there are certain individuals that get or are likely to get so overwhelmed that it affects their performance. You know, at the end of the day, you have to believe in yourself, bro. Yeah, it's
That's
really that
facts,
simple.
though.
Yeah.
So I think, but also between all the enhancers they have, I think there's a difference between an enhancer and a recreational drug. You know, you could,
True.
for example, weed.
It is
Someone
a
could be taking,
recreational drug.
a recreational drug. But then pills, depending on the pill, can, let's say Viagra, for example, is an enhancer.
Yeah.
So I think we have to also differentiate between the two, that which one is
Yeah,
recreational
100%.
and which one is what you call it, an enhancer.
Yeah, so with Viagra and the likes that fall within the same class, I mean, it's basically for people that can't stand alone. You know, like using crutches. Basically, you need support. Without it, you're useless. But you have
Oh Lord!
without it, you're useless, basically.
But you know,
Which is a shame. But with recreational drugs, I think it's more of amping the level just like maybe a notch higher. It's like I said earlier, it's kind of like an icing on the cake. It shouldn't be something that you build a dependency towards.
true.
It gets to a point you literally cannot have sex without weed. That is just wrong. You can't have sex without alcohol. That is just, you know, and obviously it's going to take an effect on you long term. It can be consistent. So like I said, it's fun if you try, oh, let's experiment or try this one time. That is cool, but it's like, did you get it? Did I get what? Did you get the weed? Why do I need it? Are we about to have sex? It's like it's problematic. You know? Yeah.
But I had a very funny conversation with someone this weekend, and it was basically around this whole topic and conversation. And he went like, when he wears a condom, it makes him last longer. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I think Imani can relate.
No, I mean, it's kind of. First of all, if you are wearing a condom and busting within 5 minutes, like you also need to be checked, because I think a condom is like,
Eating a lollipop, but you don't take
yeah,
the...
you know, like with condoms, you have certain brands that come in certain types. Like maybe an ultra thin may not feel the same as a random one or an average one. I guess it depends on what you're using.
I'm learning.
But ultimately, there's nothing to brag about. A condom is supposed to do that, basically, you know? Like I said, if you are busting within the first 5 minutes using a condom, you need to be checked regardless. Like, there's something not going on well internally. And there are other people, I know there are other people that probably aren't at full strength when wearing it. It's different. It's like when it's off, he's Hulk. When it's on, he's Peter Rabbit, you know? Like, yeah, so I guess we...
Oh my goodness.
Again, it's subjective.
You know, when you said Peter Rabbit, I just pictured...
What is wrong with you?
I just pictured rabbits, you know?
Maybe.
Shrivels,
Oh my goodness.
shrivels up like
my
a very cold face, you know?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so with women as well, Del, do you think women depend so much on sexual enhancers?
No. No. Well, no and yes. In today's day and age, I know most women depend on these honey that they say will make what you slimy.
Wet, slimy. What's the name? Gorantula or something.
I
Yeah.
have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, I know one very famous one, Kayamata.
That
Isn't that the whole juju one? The one that
yes,
comes
will
with
make the
spiritual
man
whatever.
Stay
Oh,
or
it does.
whatever.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I mean, I know it does some
But
work
why-
down
why-
there,
why
but I
honey?
don't know about the spiritual
Honey.
They
application.
use honey.
It's not just honey. Like it's not the
No.
regular honey. It's honey mixed with some
Other natural
things.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. So aside the honey, there is a chocolate. Well, the ladies who do not smoke the cannabis, there is the cannabis infused chocolate that when they take, I mean, yeah, it does.
You mean brownies or actual chocolate?
No, they have the chocolates as well.
They have the chocolate.
Yeah.
And, I'll show you after the show. There's that also that makes them like really, really aroused. So that helps them perform or last longer or stay wet for a very long time. Because, naturally with the girls, too much humping will eventually get you dry. Yes.
Yes, but you have to know what you are doing, because
Yes.
at some point you have to take
show
a
the
break.
guy, show the
and
guy what to do.
Exactly. Like I was saying last week, harder does not mean faster.
No.
It means sustain the tempo.
Someone who understands.
Where the hell were you last week?
I was watching, I was just smiling the entire time. I was proud of you, brother. Very proud of Delphina, because I mean, like she said previously, I just it's not all about hammering and bro, be sensual, play.
See, let me tell you.
Like keyword play. Just it's fun. It's supposed to be
It's an
supposed to
art.
be fun. It's an art.
Thank you.
Money.
See? I was
Ladies
proud
don't
of
know
both
what
of you
they
last week.
You did what?
Ladies,
So proud of both of you.
yeah, that's what, see, they don't know what they want.
We know exactly what we want.
No, they-
They do. I mean, there's one thing that the average guy probably wouldn't pay no mind to, which is aftercare. After sex, she wants to lie down, maybe play with her hair a little bit.
Pillow talk and all of
Pillow
that.
talk. Use
Yeah.
your fingers.
Where
and
were
run
you
those.
last week
know.
when the men were bashing us
But
here that
sometimes
we don't
during
know
pillow
what
talk,
we
the second
want?
round can
No,
go
but
on.
Ghana guys, from what? That's why I was like, when you go cross country, you need to feature right, because Ghana guys are boring.
Oh, please.
I always feel
I
like
did not
they're
say this.
Oh,
he
please.
just said
Hey,
it.
I
My
know, but
guy.
I'm standing on business. I feel like the exception
What?
every time I do something. Like, oh wow, are you sure you're
But
Ghanaian?
the same Ghana
Wow.
girls don't even know how to.
No, but
even
Ghana
know.
girls are boring as well. We are
Yeah,
a
they
very
are very
boring
boring.
society.
Friends.
No, I think
We
plenty
are a
of them
boring
are
there's an
society.
exception. You can say some.
Well, some.
Some.
Then the
I-
guys
I
should use
feel-
some for
I
the
feel-
guys. Some of them. Some of us we are not this thing, so please.
All right, this is the room service on YFM, proudly sponsored by the Pleasure Avenue. Ghana's top plug for safe, sensual discovery. We're going to go on a music break, and we will be right back.
Yeah. Mini bass, that's it from scratch. Butterfly love.
With everyone, Imani said that. Imani, if you could please repeat what you said. No, okay. So the whole point was we were talking about the fact that the enhancers, having sex with someone, if you always have to rely on enhancers, that means the person that you're with, you shouldn't even be with the person in
not
the first
worth-
place.
yeah,
You're
exactly.
sexually not compatible.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Imani made a point that there are some ladies that he doesn't like a lazy lady.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're lazy, it's raps like
Pillow princess.
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
make me again.
And then there was a point you said even when you had to turn the lady.
No, like I'm having to like okay, so turn over. Then like I for whole body rotate.
Oh,
no,
bro, how
no.
lazy are you, ma'am?
It's like
Yes, some
Do
of
you
don't-
want this?
No, but that's
Says the version.
It's crazy.
You see,
See?
you guys. No, you
You're
see,
selling yourself out.
he's selling himself out. Big Chris said he's a virgin, but now he just agreed with what Imani said.
No, but thing is like you can't even arch right. Like to me, that's one of the most important things.
Last
Your
week.
arch game needs to be
Like during doggy.
every position requires
position.
an arch. If you
Of
think
course.
about it, like if
Yeah.
you go sideways, I need to see the S.
Okay.
If you dip, I need to see God's creation.
God damn.
with face down, you know, like it's-
God damn it.
it can ever be erect and straight like this thing we are looking at right now. That's just like, what are you doing? Acts like you've been here before, you know.
Now play with the play. Oh. Now play with the play. I beg. I beg. Last week I mentioned that if she's not arching right and you have to bend her a bit, just try like you hold the abdomen and then the back and then
Slightly.
Sister, go down.
I mean, sometimes you want to be, creative. Like put a pillow on the abdomen. Like, create a speed bump.
So
Yeah.
This come.
A speed bump.
Yeah.
Speed bump.
Remember last week we were talking about communication during sex. Now imagine the person have taken the drugs.
Enhancers.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how like she can talk to the extent that even someone outside can even hear what's happening?
No, that doesn't.
See.
Yeah.
The enhancer does not make them loud. Though.
No.
Very calm.
No, then maybe it depends on the kind of
Enhancer.
Well, true.
Well, there are pills. That's the, people take Molly, ecstasy for sex.
Yeah.
That takes you through emotions.
Yeah. Like a spiral of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can be confused, agitated,
High anxiety.
sad to the point where you're crying, weeping.
Yeah. Fact.
See, all of this happens before like you now becoming conscious. Oh, okay. I know I'm not myself, but I'm myself. That's the point you go ahead and do what you have to do, but not the wave of emotions. It will flop in your face. You can be in the act and she'll start crying. What is it that she has remembered something that her dad or her mother said to her? Seriously, that's a very, very bad trip.
Something like that is likely to get some brothers like me scared.
When you start crying.
Like and like I said, I trust my source in it. So it's like I'm putting in that work. Like I know you're being very responsive, and after 20 minutes deep down we are euphoric and he starts crying. In my mind I'm thinking, oh, you're crying because I'm hitting it right. So if you come and tell me something different at that point, that, oh, you're thinking about, like, there's a time and place
for everything.
like everything.
Are you here with us?
You can't be doing that
Yeah.
right now, baby. Come on.
So wait, so how would you describe being sexually fully aware of what is going on?
Pay attention.
But when you take an enhancer, would you consider that having the full?
I can argue that I'm likely to pay more attention to detail in that
state.
In that state, yeah.
So the enhancers, let me understand it from a man's perspective.
Right.
Does it make you last long? Because I know for women, some of them make you extra wet, some of them keep you extra horny, all of that. But for men, how does it feel?
It depends on what you take. So if you are taking something like
which one did you take?
Let the man speak.
Yeah. So
I'm coming to you.
Virgin, keep quiet.
So there are different things. There's the honey, there's honey goat's weed, there's Spanish fly, there's so yeah.
Which one is most effective?
Wait.
Jacob, which one do you take?
I'm mixing. So
He said Spanish fly.
I don't do enhancers at all. I don't think it's.
I mean, you don't need to.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
his
fully strapped.
his
His sauce is good.
6'2", size 13. I'm good.
I feel like when you go for a job interview and they're like, "Where's your CV?" He just
yes, that's
no, you forgot one thing. I have to add the deep voice to it.
okay. You don't get that all the time.
See, let me be real to my brothers here. There's no secrets under the book. It's just confidence. It's and most of the time with guys within my age group, not to give too much away, but let's say for the young guys, you are still in your prime. You don't need that.
No.
Like hop on your fruits, hop on your watermelons, especially those. Everybody. Let me break it down to a science here. Everybody belongs to a blood type, right?
Yeah.
There are certain blood types that are not allowed to have certain things. Figure out those things, especially when it's actually a reoccurring problem. Like within 3 minutes, you see my hour. Like, relax.
I disagree with Imani.
Why do you disagree with
The
Imani?
virgin, okay.
No.
listen.
Wait.
The virgin.
Just allow
Virgin
them to
Chris.
Allow them to what?
use whatever they think it.
No, Chris.
No,
You can't say that because in the long term, it may have some adverse
Side
effects on
effects,
you
yeah.
that are not reversible.
So hold up. You
Why is
prefer
it in the
that
country?
several things are in the country. Cocaine is illegal. It's in the country.
Oh, yeah,
Whole lot of
that's what I'm
things.
saying.
It doesn't
Cigarettes give you
mean.
lung cancer. It doesn't
so-
mean you smoke it.
Yes.
So
It's legal.
that's what I'm saying. Because it's good to use. It's useful. That's why it's in the country, or they made it.
It's useful or it's made doesn't mean you have to use it.
And the problem here is some people
they
are
made
likely
it
to get
because of-
stuck on it though.
Yeah.
No, they did it because when we meet a lady, right, and Ben,
They're listening.
This is a personal attack.
so they say, you wanted to see what I'm going to say. What I'm saying is, if the person don't use, he doesn't know who is going to meet the lady. I mean, so if he doesn't prepare himself for
No
that,
recon.
without taking anything that maybe can make him, that's why we say a match. To win it, he's going to disgrace himself.
No, but I think
No,
that
that's
Oh, listen.
Okay,
you
we're
just finish
listening.
yours. Let me just finish. What
Virgin
I'm talking
Chris. Go ahead.
about. So what I'm saying is, if
Yes,
someone
Virgin.
takes a drug
Yes, Virgin.
before he can perform,
Mm-hmm.
you can't tell me that because it's going to affect him one day. Which day is that?
The day will come. It doesn't
Nobody
just
know the
happen.
day. So you are also just
no, but
thinking,
here,
maybe one day it will destroy the person.
here's the thing,
What
Chris.
if it doesn't destroy
It's not just about a one day theory. You're a man. There are some things that are supposed to come natural to you,
Yeah.
especially again in your prime. I'm not talking about our uncles, the
Ancestors.
unction.
What do you
40
mean by-
plus.
So for them they can take it. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yes, because biologically their body requires it if you
But
have
you
not
know-
lived a healthy life.
The funny thing is, if you do a search or something, some of them in like, let's say 40 and above, they probably don't even take it.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
Because
so-
they have lived healthy
Exactly.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
The key
And they
word
don't
is
need it.
The pressure we
the
have
key
in
word
the
is living
country.
a healthy life, Chris. If you don't live a healthy life and you hit your 40s, you would depend on it. It's
Yeah.
not even about needing it at
So
that point.
if you are having a good, healthy life, you don't need it.
You don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
If you eat well, you don't drink
You don't.
excessively.
What kind
The
of food
truth,
are
the
you
truth
talking
is
about
very
here?
simple.
No.
It's not just about foods though. What are you doing with your lifestyle? What does it look
Yeah.
like? Are you working out? Are you eating
I was
healthy?
about to ask.
Yeah.
Are you
And
eating
sec-
your fruits, your
and-
vegetables?
and the thing is-
those working out all that doesn't do anything when it happens in bed.
It's
it
a
doesn't do
part.
anything. in
No,
bed.
it's not. We're not
does.
saying.
Ooh.
Okay, you go, Del.
Imagine a man who does not have stamina. What are we doing here? Working out gives you some form of stamina. You don't necessarily have to hit the gym. Yeah, wake up very early in the morning, go for a run, keep your lungs active. We are not in the middle of the sex and you are panting like a dog. Are you okay? Why are you tired? It's just been 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Where's your stamina, sir?
If you don't,
Guys,
even
just
if you
don't
lack the
understand.
stamina, your upper body strength, bro, you're supposed to be able
Your
to do
upper,
something.
that upper bonus you're talking about.
Are you not a virgin? Learn.
I mean,
learn.
it's-
You're
I'm
supposed
it's-
to
listening, but
learn.
like, I'm also telling you what I heard.
What you heard?
See, let me tell you something.
Where did you hear that?
It's out there.
Elsewhere, and I'm not hearing some.
It's on Reddit.
Hey, Chris.
See, the thing is, anything that you think can help you perform, or see, fruit will not make you last
Chris.
longer.
Chris, that's a lie.
Going to the
Virgin, we hear
that's a lie.
you.
gym. So
That's what I said. You don't necessarily need the gym.
You don't need a gym, actually.
You don't need the gym.
but what do you need?
Like I said, you can go for a run, a walk. Just
But-
keep healthy,
So
be active.
how would that one let you keep long in bed?
Hey Lord,
It's not necessarily
Blood
about.
circulation, bro.
Is that
Blood
one that the ladies
circulation,
want? It's
it's-
not about.
What do you mean? Is that
being
one the ladies
it's all
want?
about your heart, oh.
Yes.
It's all about your heartbeat. If you're in the middle of it and your heart is beating faster, boom, boom,
Why do you
boom,
think some men die on a
stop.
woman?
Be happy once in a since
Like you're doing it, and
since
then
last
when
year-
you're about to come, your heart just boom.
Since last year, I never heard that thing.
Last year,
Yeah.
you didn't hear about the. Okay, let me
I
not bring it
never
up.
heard about that thing. So that thing is just
cardiac arrest mid-session. That's very real.
Yes.
That's very real.
It's crazy, but then again, that's big. What you said, Pa, is really racking my brain because
See.
What did
it's
I
not
say?
just about the sex. Honestly,
yes.
your personal health is very, very important. Like when we say you exercise, you eat
Right.
well. In Ghana, we eat a lot of carbs. A lot of carbs. Someone can eat fufu, or let me not even say fufu, banku at 7
Rice.
p.m. Rice
Fat.
is even not too heavy, but like banku, rice after
Okay.
7 p.m., 10 p.m., and you
Fufu
you
at 9
sleep,
p.m.
Oh, who
you
is that?
drink
Why?
anytime,
Shout out
like
to my
so
aunties.
much. So
Are we talking
So
about?
much.
Are we talking about healthy? We are talking about
Yes.
sex.
See,
do you know the quality of
But
your
they
sperm?
go hand in hand though. You
Yeah.
can't have good sex with terrible health. Like if I'm somebody who has a heart condition, she's riding me the entire time. There's
Yeah.
no way I'm doing anything. I'm dying in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, even as a lady, when you're on top and you're not, healthy and all of that,
Lazy.
you can't.
If you're lazy, how will you
Hey.
you can't do nothing.
Oh,
You're
my
basically lying
Jesus.
there waiting.
even,
everything to
even-
happen to
even
you.
a lady, if he's hitting in the doggy position, you should be able to throw it back. Not just be there and he is hitting.
No, but
You're supposed to be-
you're missing. Throwing it back is easy. You should
It's-
be able to arch and throw it back simultaneously.
arch
And throw it back, yeah,
simultaneously.
simultaneously.
You need to have the stamina for that. Even if you're not hitting the gym, yeah. Even at home, you can do pelvic exercises. Even on
Pelvic
your
squats,
bed,
you know,
you can do all
Kegels,
this.
yeah.
Kegels, very
Kegels,
important.
yep.
Keeps
Challenge.
it tight. Yeah,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Even during,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, Clack it.
So because it's not just about the sex.
It's about
Your health. I mean, determines your
if you're
performance
not
in
healthy,
bed.
if you don't,
If you're not healthy, what's your deal with sex?
No,
Go
you're not
sleep.
healthy. You have
because
no
you are healthy, that's why
consent
you're
to
going for it.
So if you being healthy means you live in healthy lifestyles. And that is not just by eating and sleeping. Watch what you eat. Watch
why-
how you
see,
live.
That's why sometimes they said, hey, still I've been hearing it. They said that those people that will go to
You'll
the
be
gym,
hearing it.
yes, those that will go to the gym and all that,
Mhm.
they are 2 minutes and 1 minute. a friend told me that
Hey, man,
he-
this is a
he-
straight bullet.
he tried.
Money doesn't go to
I
the
don't go
gym.
to
Oh, yeah,
Money doesn't go to the gym.
okay, no, finish.
She tried a military man.
A military man.
Yes, and she regretted it.
He was
Why?
probably stressed.
Nothing.
Nothing?
They can't do it. Hey, some of them can't do anything.
You see the problem with
Big
Which
Chris.
military man? Ghana military man or what?
Okay, it's outsider.
the problem is
Okay, so the outside military man.
Is he Ghanaian living outside or he's a white?
You mean the guy or the?
Yeah,
the,
the guy.
the military man.
I
Yeah.
think it's a black. I don't know whether it's.
He's eating
it's
the
a
wrong
black.
foods.
Right.
It's a black. So it's not about the training and exercise and no. It's not about
No,
that.
see, Chris. Yes,
That's what I'm
yes.
saying. If you're a guy and you think you can't do the this thing for longer, go for it.
Enhancer.
That's why.
No, but Chris, it will still not
That's
help
why they
you
did
though.
that. Those drugs and that's what they did.
But you're not supposed
No,
to
but
rely
Chris,
on it.
if I am overweight by
They will stop using condom.
no,
If that's what I'm saying.
If,
Oh, Big Chris, don't go there.
if I'm overweight by, let's say, 50 pounds, right? Zero cardiovascular training. Zero. I'm always waking up eating burgers. The most
If you are
I'll
strong
walk
and you are
within a
strong.
day is probably walking to go and buy. Let's say I have more bad habits, a pack of cigarettes.
When I say I
Bro,
don't like fat people, people
no,
say I'm
no.
body shaming, but
No amount of ginseng pills, whatever, will help you. Like, you are not safe regardless, bro. You can wear 2 condoms at a time and you're still busting in 3 minutes. It's you cannot cheat. How should I say this? You cannot cheat nature.
You can't cheat nature, yeah.
You can't cheat nature. It's
Yes, that's true.
stamina is supposed to be there are two different things here. Sex is not just pounding. You have to learn. It's an artwork. Understand what you are doing. Understand the woman you are doing it with.
Yes.
If she's a bad communicator, try and communicate with her. If it's not working, on to the next person. It's not by force. Know what you're doing. The stamina is supposed to enable you to do what you're doing better. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that, okay, you just need stamina. Somebody can have better stamina than I do. I'll still run away with his girlfriend and he'll be left wanting. At the end of the day, what are we both doing there?
Get bad marker too, guys.
At the end of the day, so and when he says the gym thing, I kind of understand.
Yeah.
You cannot have one and have the other. You have to have both. You understand what I mean? It's subjective to an extent, you know. Yeah.
Big Chris, for a virgin, you do hear a lot.
Yeah. I want to stand in the same places where you hear these things.
All right, y'all. This is the room service on YFM, proudly sponsored by Pleasure Avenue. From delay sprays to herbal teas to body oils, Pleasure Avenue stocks pleasure without pressure. I'm here with Delphina, Imani, Big Chris DJ, and this your girl Pearl Turbo. So, Imani.
Talk to me.
Imani with the voice, with the package.
Yes, love.
Give me the whole CV again. Give me the CV.
Oh, the CV?
Yeah.
6'2", size 13. You know.
Okay, guys.
Period.
So if you'd like to apply to the 6'2" size 13, the phone number is 02022222073. Send in your application today, and also you can contribute to a conversation. But your application.
Yeah. Just so you know, if you are lazy, I'll probably excuse myself 3 minutes in and tell you, oh, there's an emergency, so I have to duck.
Still 02022222073.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, did I hear you say delay sprays?
Yeah, delay sprays. You've never heard of that?
Boys, they worry themselves.
So
Did they use
I
it
saw
before or during or how?
I saw it online, right? So it's like you just spray it on
I have
your
seen it though,
dick.
like the mushroom part.
And you
Yeah.
put
With
it
instructions, yeah.
Yeah.
on the mushroom pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tip, yeah.
And you put it in the girl.
No, they wash it.
You been nah, bro.
Virgin.
They
Virgin.
just prove you're a virgin though, so yeah.
I'm just quiet.
Virgin. I mean, I don't know much about it, but
No,
from
but
what
the thing is, with some they wash it off. With others, it just like kind of soaks into your skin, so it's,
Yeah.
makes it numb. That's what the objective is supposed to be.
Yes, they wash it.
From what I've read, of course.
What I've also heard.
If people are reading and hearing a lot of things on the street, guys, if you are not, if you see your partner and you're not sexually aroused, your dick is not standing
You're with the wrong
straight,
person, man.
go home.
Go home, and you're not. Sorry.
So then, has anyone had that experience whereby, it's like what you wanted versus what you got, whereby you take an aphrodisiac or a recreational drug, whichever, and you get into the mood, get a hard on, have mind blowing sex. Then you wake up in the morning and look to your left or whether to your right, and the person you see on your bed. You're like, yeah,
that's
that was a
for,
mistake.
for guys.
Matricule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For guys, one of the realest things that hits harder than anything, like it can hit you harder than a brick. Is post-nut clarity. It's the downest thing.
Yeah.
Because in the moment, you're like craving the hunter. It's,
Yeah.
I just
nothing
need to nut.
matters, But once that, once that bust happens, like, what am I doing? You kind of start to contemplate all your life decisions. Prior to that point, it's like, what led me here,
But then, so after that, what if the lady keeps coming back? But within you know that
They will ignore her.
Learn how to say no. Don't ghost. Just learn how to cancel contracts. Don't be a chicken. Be a man. Because let me tell you the truth. If the tables are turned, they'll do the same to you without
True.
a heartbeat. Don't
Well,
let anybody Women are heartless. Human beings are heartless generally.
Generally, yeah.
So I mean, don't be chicken. Don't be a simp. If you're not feeling it, let her know and walk away.
Move
It's
on to
that
the
simple.
next. That's true. I can really.
Don't be a simp. Don't tell me that. Let him be a simp.
Yeah, coming from a woman who.
Virgin Chris,
Yes.
did you hear something again?
No.
You've not heard anything.
No.
Are the
Have
shoes
you-
talking to you?
Have you ever woken up and realized?
He's a
oh,
virgin.
no, but like as he's sleeping, someone might come sleep next to him. You never
No,
know.
that one. No, I'm not the one who experienced that.
Oh, someone,
Yeah,
a
someone-
friend,
Yes. And
Okay.
He or she told me.
he or she,
Yes.
How many
female,
people?
two in one.
Jacob, go.
It's because I don't want to mention.
Oh, don't mention the person's
Yeah,
name.
that's what. Yeah, that's why I said he or she. Because there are two.
But you said she, he.
I mean, it could be trans.
Two in one. That's what. Yeah, that's why I said two in one.
So like my brother like this. Yes. She told me something like that.
Oh, your brother.
Yeah, my brother.
Oh, okay.
Not me.
He told you what?
Like she got a girl like
She,
that.
he. Okay.
He got a girlfriend and the girl wasn't good like that. And he told me what it happened, and didn't really feel like the dressing of the girl and what the girl has, the body, everything that she couldn't do everything like what Defina was saying. And you are giving dog here. When the person
your
is
back.
pushing and the switch you are pushing back, you see that thing. He said the guy didn't do all that. So
He wasn't feeling it.
he didn't feel it
It was off.
off.
I was
Totally
right
off.
last week.
I
So
see.
yes, it's there like that.
Lack of rhythm, lack of motion. That's a shame. You are moving like a white person at that point. Learn how to dance. You have melanin.
See, Imani, I lack rhythm when it comes to dancing. But trust me, I'm not. I won't
You
lack
make the
rhythm.
sisterhood proud,
I
girl.
will not lack rhythm in. What are you talking about?
Hey,
You make the
Abigail.
sisterhood proud. Yes.
No, I mean, but with Delphina, it will be, not to get ahead of myself, but it will be fun. I mean, you can toss and turn her around if she's not doing what she needs to be doing. So, just a little communication and side.
Toss and turn her around.
Yeah.
My paper doll.
I mean, you might as well be.
Guys, for context,
God.
I am 5 foot.
Exactly.
Oh,
3.
not just 5 foot. She's a very beautiful 5
Extremely
foot
beautiful.
and with very beautiful melons.
Yeah. Extremely foldable as well,
Hey,
depending on how you look at it.
brother.
Brother. Oh my God.
All right, guys, y'all can call in or text on
02022222073. The number again is 02022222073.
Let's hear what you guys have to say. Have you ever had amazing sex under the influence, but then again, you felt nothing when you got sober after the whole deed? And have you ever tried an aphrodisiac that changed your whole sexual experience, or did it go south? Did it not just go as you expected? Please tell us, text us, and then let us know what your experience, rather. Del.
Yeah. So with this, do we have a call?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Let's pick this call and I'll have my submissions.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. May we know your name and where you're calling from, please?
This is 60, calling from Australia.
Okay. Hi, 60. Can we hear from you?
Okay, mine is ginger and hot water works for me. Coffee also works for me. And normally, exercise is the best
So hold up. You said ginger and what?
with hot water, yeah.
Okay, so the ginger with the hot water, is it a crushed ginger or how? Take us through it. How do you make it?
Yeah, you crush it.
You crush the ginger.
You crush it, yeah. Sometimes you can add honey to it. If you don't want to use sugar, you can. use honey in the bed.
Okay, so then what does that do for you? Do you go longer? Do you enjoy it?
It just keeps me fit. If you when you're having sex and you want to go that long, you just have to be in in a fit, position.
I see.
Yes, it just keeps me fit. It's just like you exercising every day. When you exercise a lot, it also keeps you fit.
But I like the second point you made, that overall exercising is the ultimate, though.
It's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal. But you just, I don't know, you get some shady where you won't go hard on her. You've known her for a long time and you want to go hard on her. You just take a week. You take the ginger with the hot water or probably coffee every evening when you're going to bed.
Hey.
And I also want to add to this. Sometimes, because was saying something, and he's right. He's right. Sometimes you can meet a girl and have sex with her, right? And before you realize, you just come so quick. It doesn't mean that you are not fit. Sometimes, I don't know. I've had that situation before. There's this one particular girl. Anytime I'm about to have sex with her, Charlie, that will lose the match.
But don't you think it's the excitement?
Yeah, I think so. Sometimes that also plays a role. Your mindset, it plays a role. There is one particular girl, you try as much as possible, but always when we get into it, I just come quick. I just bust it quick.
60.
Yeah, Fuego.
Yeah, Fuego here. Quick question.
Yeah.
You know the person that you just mentioned about having a bad experience with?
Yeah.
I hope you got your leg back, bro.
Did they?
I hope you got your leg back. Did you do the brotherhood proud? Because, I mean...
Oh, yes. No, I think I tried the foreplay and it worked.
So you communicated with them? 60?
So if it's up to now, even though that day I felt like I went hard on her, but still up to now,
you weren't satisfied with your performance.
I had, I should have won all those previous matches. That's how you feel.
Yeah.
That's how you feel. Even though it was just, that time, it was just one. You just had it with her and that was it. But you wish you could, make it up to her on those previous occasions.
Understood.
So that it's just that feeling you get.
I mean, as long as you got your leg back, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what matters. You
made the brotherhood proud.
You made the brotherhood proud. Shout outs, bro.
Charlie Fuego, Charlie, you do everything, bro.
Welcome, papi. Thank you, 60.
So we have one tip. That is ginger with
honey, hot water. 1 week preferably before match.
Before match. But if you have an unexpected
and
match,
exercise regularly.
Yes.
Did you hear that? He didn't say gym, he said exercise.
Yeah.
But walking is exercise, so
walking
not
briskly.
Thank you.
No, but it is though. Like if you
not just walking.
No, when you say walking, you have to specify. I can walk from here to the door. That's walking.
Do you know how sluggish somebody can walk?
Yes.
Long distances.
So that's brisk walking.
Not sluggish walking.
Yeah.
But what he said, that's the first time I've heard that though. I know about
ginger.
that mix. Yeah, I know about it, but not for that, But that's interesting.
That's like my go-to flu medicine right there. I think I've been doing wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe too. It's been,
Your CV just got extended.
Yeah.
Guys, the call number, if you'd like to call or send a message to us, WhatsApp, SMS, the number to call is 020-2222-073. So you can also share your contribution to this discussion. Thank you. And you were asking a question before the call came through, if an aphrodisiac has ever disappointed, or after the sex you realize. I think in a way, yes. I'm like, I won't even look at you twice
after.
Because I'm like, okay. Even with the aphrodisiac.
Yeah, that's peak. Like that shouldn't happen.
It wasn't that great. So what's the use? If we didn't do with the aphrodisiac, Nanka would have been better. Eyes clear would have known. Okay. Sometimes you need to have eye clear sex.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time.
Or you even take the aphrodisiac and then he comes in like 2 minutes, and the rest of the time you're like, yo.
What I can say if
I had an experience.
Yo, you can relate, huh?
Oh, this man has done his cannabis and whatever. He was just on my thighs.
Just like that. Wow.
you're kidding.
Wait, hold up. Are you trying to tell me that he didn't even get to, Heaven's Gate? Just right at the entrance.
So, guys,
whoever you are, shame on you, bro. I'm sorry, but
guys,
shame on you.
He didn't make the brotherhood proud.
You heard it. You see, when you disgrace yourself, these same people will come out or they go and do a concert to their friends. So,
I never mentioned anybody's name.
Nobody
mention
said
a
that.
name.
Yes, but the person is a guy.
Yeah,
So
a guy
please, Charlie, just prepare yourself. If not,
Exercise regularly, so you have the stamina and all that. What
It doesn't
are
work.
you shaming
Don't mind
us?
that girl.
exercise, eat well.
it doesn't work.
Don't
Know
kill
what-
yourself
love
with
know
alcohol.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
How can just
I
the
think that's
tight
the most important thing.
now?
A guy deserves to
talking
be-
about?
he
See,
deserves
that
to be
day I
shamed.
was just like, huh?
That's it.
He deserves to walk
That's
in a
it?
crowd of people and have fruits and veggies thrown at him.
Sometimes he over anticipated.
If you think you can-
Okay,
Relax.
there's that. There's also overstimulation also does men in general an injustice. Like if you're too expectant over what's about to happen.
You end up doing rubbish.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it could even be disappointing. Like she looks like a baddie on the surface, but she's a hard girl.
Yo, there's a
You know,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. But we have someone called it said his name is what? Fala. And it says Fala highly disagrees with Del and I. And I don't understand why he disagrees with Del and I, because there's a lot of things Del and I said.
What is that you're disagreeing on?
I wonder, unless of course he's just trying to play devil's advocate. But I think that the truth hurts and is very direct. So Fala, please specify what exactly it is you do not agree with.
Let us know. Let the brotherhood hold you down.
Yes, we have another person saying that, good evening. I'm Sherry calling texting rather, from Quayman. I'm really learning from you guys. Kudos. Oh, thank you, Quayman.
I'm learning.
Virgin Chris. This is your virginity you for questionable. No, but
Should we bring a scale for you to stand on?
I swear. No, but when a man says he's a virgin, how can you tell that a man is a virgin? I mean, with a woman, we know that there's a hymen there, if indeed. But even with that, it's not for sure, because there are some women that their hymens can get broken through several means.
Athletics.
Yeah, athletics, yes. But then for a man, I'm always wondering, how can you tell if a man is a virgin?
That's I'm telling I'm a virgin. You don't believe.
I don't believe you. Your nose is a virgin. Probably your ear is a virgin. Your ears are virgins. But down there, I don't think
I
so.
doubt the ears. He's had a lot. So
True. So even the ears don't count.
Yeah.
Too much.
Even the ears don't count. But talking about drugs, though, I realize that there's low key like should I say a pandemic?
There is.
Going on, because now it's no longer the weed and the pills. Now you have a combination of cocaine, crack, a lot of them, and now it's like they don't even hide it no more. You go to the washroom, for example, and someone's sniffing their coke like it's something something that
Is it LSD they call it?
LSD. That's the sticker.
the sticker.
People use that too.
Sticker.
Hold up.
Sticker for
Under the tongue.
Under the tongue, yeah.
So you
What
just
does it
stick
do?
it up like down there.
But what I find is most MDMAs or hallucinogens do not help you sexually. Like, I don't know about women, but for a man, yeah, it does not help, especially during the downtime of whatever that you've taken. Yeah, it's more of
Recreational.
it's recreational, but it's more of a trip. You are not in the mental states that actually focus on what's going on. Like, I might be on it and I'm seeing Lola Bunny instead of a human being.
You see,
So it's not advisable to
yeah.
be on MDMAs particularly and having sex. I don't think that's wise.
That is somehow. I mean, ecstasy is an MDMA.
Yeah.
That's how come you go through the emotions. Oh, confusion, joy. You will laugh. Some will laugh.
Yeah.
Like just laughing. What is funny? You're just laughing. So the concentration to have this is not.
Yeah, that definitely
there.
doesn't help the man them. No. No.
So that's more. So that means recreational drugs cannot be used as aphrodisiacs.
Maybe weed.
Yeah.
Maybe weed.
Maybe weed.
But you know
So
there are
I
different
think
types and
that's-
grades of weed.
Yeah, so you have your sativas, you have your you need to figure out what works for you because some would
Take weed and sleep.
Facts.
some would literally knock you out and some would have you like functioning like
Yeah.
So
Alert.
figure out what works for you at least. Feel safe, be in a safe space, do what you gotta do.
But this whole enhancer thing, do you think it's always been around, or it's with our
It has.
like even within our parents' time?
Even with them, because there's so many that I've learned from my uncles, even a few aunties that I'm here to explore myself. I just know them by name. You know, Ashantis have something called 20. I don't know. if that-
20.
Yeah. And come on, Kwati.
You know,
Virgin Chris.
I've been hearing that is there.
there's so many. There are assortments. I
So
mean,
many.
there's
Assortment.
There's a lot. You'd
Yeah.
be surprised.
So these
There's
are like
actually a lot.
local enhancements.
Yeah, like some taken from tree barks. Like it depends. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if people were using the natural ones and you want to use it consistently, I feel like that's
My
a little
thing is,
better than.
it still creates a dependency. I think maybe it's just me, but I just feel being present in the moment
It's fun.
is 1,000 times more fun.
That's true.
I believe I would have more fun under the influence with somebody that I've had a lot of fun with sober. If we are having fun under the
And
influence
you want to spice
alone,
it up.
I don't think I'll even want to do something with you when I'm sober because I don't
That's
know what
true.
that feels like.
That's true.
And I'll be afraid of ruining the bubble that we've created for myself. So for ourselves, so it's more back to the same thing. If it's somebody that you've already had an experience with, and you guys want to take things
The
a
next
step
level.
a notch,
Yeah.
awesome. If it's not that case, and it's the first, especially when it's the first time encounter, broski, I'm telling you from a very good space, you don't want to do that, bro.
So from what you're saying, it's better off that you have that good sex with the lady sober at least first few times,
Yeah.
and then when you guys want to
Yeah.
spice it up, then you can add the
Let's take it
enhancers
up
to
a notch.
spice it
But
up.
even that, don't overdo it. Like, take them in moderation because you can have a bad trip. It can go south. I mean, you don't know how her body or your body is going to react to that
Yeah.
aphrodisiac. Everybody has a different reaction to these things. I can take weed and be jumping around. He can take weed and sleep. I can take maybe honey, and the wetness that I'm expecting in like 5 minutes will happen in like an hour. Are we waiting that whole hour for it to happen? And with these things, I have realized that some of them, if you take them on an empty stomach, you either react faster, or when you're full, you react like later. So, Charlie, you have to know what works for you and in
Yeah.
what moderation before you go for it. That is, if you want to spice things up, like he said, somebody you've had sober sex, like you've been with sober,
Yeah.
and you want to spice things up. Before, don't just go.
Yeah.
So
Charlie,
wait, I want to ask a question. Will you advise a guy to take such a thing, right, to make love to you?
Me
So-
personally or
no,
generally?
Just generally, like
Okay.
so that he can maybe keep long for you.
That's why Imani was saying that when you're with a lady, the first few times that you guys have sex, it's better to have sober sex. Imani, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I mean, like you, the lady, will advise the guy
Yeah.
to do that.
No, I wouldn't want you to take an enhancer.
So we should just go for the raw. Is the 2 minutes? 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. That what Imani is, it goes both ways. That you should have sober sex. the first few times. And when you want to take it up a notch, then you can add the enhancers.
And even the 2 minutes that you're talking about, like we mentioned last week, the anticipation, the foreplay, and all that should happen before we get into the real penetration.
So
and if it is 2 minutes, fine.
Do you do those hours to the 2 minutes?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Because that can happen during the day. Even the drive to the house and all that.
I mean, Charlie, foreplay too, like one of the soundest advice that I heard at some point in my life is women are like electronic stoves. Like it takes a while to get them there, but it takes a while to get them off once they are there. Yeah. So the foreplay, like I'm taking a woman on a date, right? The foreplay begins from picking her up at home. You know,
exactly what we say.
It's you don't even need to make it overly sexual if at all is, she's looking beautiful. Maybe touch your thigh.
Simple, subtle things.
It's the subtle things. It's the little things. No, but bro, here's the thing.
What he's saying is the truth, though.
I know them well enough.
You are the one who do not know the ladies.
I know them well enough to know it's never about the pounding, bro. No. Trust me.
That's you're just doing empty
work.
It's
never, bro. It's the little things that you're nibbling on her earlobe like during missionary. You're caressing her ear. You're talking to her in a very subtle voice. Are you enjoying this?
Like, Imani, the weather is not good.
I have to put my brothers on game. You know.
If you're listening to this with your girlfriend, y'all should just spice it up. You know, the foreplay starts. We're helping you guys.
Yeah, man. The foreplay starts before you get to bed. It starts with a conversation. It starts with if you can make her laugh and giggle, you know what the rest is. You can make it, you know.
Yeah. The rest should be simple.
Yeah, if you make exactly. So it starts from there. It's not just going Hulk. You know, sometimes you have to add some Ralph Tresvant to it before you go to, you know, Jai White.
Imani.
Big Chris.
Virgin Chris.
It's Big Chris.
So where exactly do you stand, or where do you sit that you listen, you hear all those things? Where do you go? Let me also go with you.
I have a lot of friends that...
You have a lot of friends?
Yeah, they tell me a lot.
I want to join
I'm not one of them.
These meetings.
So
I'm not one of those friends.
If you think
okay.
you need it, go for it.
You can join us and send in your texts and call us to let us know what exactly you think. Let us know your thoughts, any questions you have on our phone number
02022222073.
And you can DM us on X, because we're live on X at Y1079FM. We're live on X. You can send in your confessions, if you want to call it confessions, anonymously through SMS or WhatsApp, whichever you'd prefer. Or you can also call in on the number once again,
02022222073. Yeah, guys.
Sexual enhancers. This thing, I don't know why they even created it.
It's for lazy people.
Like, for real, though.
For lazy people and people that have health issues.
Honestly. Because, no, for real, though, it's true.
The thing is, I'm never going to be okay with a man in their prime using that as an excuse. Bro, you're in your prime.
Exactly.
So, you have no excuse.
We have a caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello, madam. Good evening.
Good evening. May we know your name and where you're calling from, please?
I'm calling from Laval.
You are? I didn't hear the name again.
Again.
Okay, please go ahead.
You see, this conversation you're having today is a very nice topic. Men are suffering from this. Nobody is talking about it. But using those stuff is very good. To me, it's good to me. Yeah, and I like it. Because my girlfriend, to be frank with you, my girlfriend likes sex, and I also enjoy it. So anytime we meet, it's crazy. So thank you.
But then with your girlfriend, have you guys had sober sex and not enjoyed the sober sex?
Please come again.
With your girlfriend, have you guys had sober sex whereby you've had even like you've enjoyed it equally as you've like when you take an enhancer?
No, not all the time. Sometimes. Not all the time.
Okay, so you agree that it's not good to take it all the time. Maybe once in a while it's fine, but not all the time.
Yeah, not all the time.
But then don't you also think that your lifestyle, the things you eat, exercising a bit can also help in that regard?
Yeah, I've been doing exercise, but I mean, I don't take these foreign ones. Maybe the natural ones, like what the guy just said. Ginger tea is cool for me.
I see. So what when you say you like the natural ones, we've heard of the ginger tea. What other natural one do you know of that you've tried and it's worked for you?
Like ginger and the coffee. The coffee too is good.
Ginger with coffee.
Yeah, and what bakery club is common coffee that is like a ISNT, as a brand, brutal.
So I have another question for you. Have you had an experience whereby you took an enhancer and one way or the other it didn't turn out like what you expected it to be? At the end of the night, what you took was a waste.
But I didn't perform the way I was expecting to perform.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, I've not experienced that before, but I think the bad experience I have, one of my friends introduced, there's a spray called Dragon Spray. I don't know whether you've heard of that spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used the spray and for almost like 1 hour plus, and when I'm not releasing, then I started with that like I'm disturbed. No class because sprays are,
So I don't know if you were listening when we were talking about the spray. If you could please educate us a bit. How does the spray work? Do you say that you spray it on the deck and then you wash it off, or you spray it and then you use it?
Yeah, you spray it. I sprayed it when I was going to meet a girl before going to the hotel. So when we got to the hotel, I went to the washroom to shower, like a shower, like the whole body. After that, madam, my can't cheat. Me back now, so more than 2 hours. After I'm like, I'm disturbed. And the girl keep asking, like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, me say, me no do be so I don't know how have it. So later, me can correct and say, me ban this what I think. Me am here and. Madam, it's very crazy. That's crazy rough.
So at the end of the day, you punished yourself.
I punished myself. Madam, I was on this girl sweating. Like, I just want to release. And like, you see, one thing about the spray is, if you use the spray, I said, you put two kaka, you won't panic, you. And you put the hammer boss to ground. So you know the feeling, like, be getting the feeling you have to. It's crazy.
So that's exactly what, Imani was saying, that there's really no point in using these things,
That's my thing, because
But madam, one thing about this whole thing is, it's not real. The girls,
How?
the girls.
How?
I think the common misconception is thinking that women like to have sex for a long time. No, that's never true. Maximum 20 minutes. You can go on a break, round 2.
Virgin Chris, do you hear?
What?
Yeah.
Do you hear from experienced people?
Massa, naturally nobody can go for.
We have girls taking care of them, paying their bills, giving them money, make sure they are okay. But because of this, they'll be going out for stupid boys, sleeping with them rough for, because they'll be saying, But meanwhile, you are doing
So what you're saying is you pay the girl's bills, and so because you don't want her to go sleep with another person, you would take the enhancers to make sure you fire her good so she doesn't go to another person. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to say is, assuming you are with a girl, like my girl now make a upper sex, right? And I'm making sure she'll be okay. The year Juma, it like me supporting on only life. And later, me to be performing on so say a year more. I don't know the day. One say now we need some dirty boy here, no, is not paying anything. It's like, oh no, she's running to that guy just to sleep with the guy. I don't know. I bet you think I after the my boy, you know, as animal.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate your call.
Thank you, madam.
All right. Have a good evening.
You see, my thing is, my thing is, with a woman who's gonna go out to get hers regardless, doesn't care whether you're on it for an hour or 24 hours, boss. She will go and get hers outside regardless.
It's a lie.
It does not matter what you do.
No. It's a lie. Okay, I think we have another call.
We have another caller. Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. May we know your name and where you're calling from, please?
Yeah, I'm Pablo calling inside.
Calling from where?
Dome.
Dome. Hi, Pablo. May we hear what you have to say?
I just want to have a little contribution, This time of discussing about this, I think it's a very good time. And I'm budging at the right time. So, I heard some things and I would like to contribute. You see, the sexual enhancers, what I notice about them is that it acts different on anyone. I can take it in very well, perform, do everything that I want to do. But someone might take it and it couldn't work.
That's true.
Yeah, it happens. I've tried a lot, and some work, some don't work. So I know what I'm talking about. And maybe you see one of this, like you said, meeting the person for the first time, you need to have a sober sex. Sometimes meeting the person for the first time, you think you are giving her sober sex. That sober sex will cancel. It will delete your contract. You understand?
Yeah.
It will totally delete your contract. Because maybe she will be expecting it harder, stronger, for longer. And you are going to be like, I don't know how to explain. You are going to be like, going on 100 steps and you just pass down on the 10th one or the third one. It's not right. Yeah.
So, in your experience, like you said, you've used a lot of enhancers. Am I right?
Yeah.
So, which, not even which one, but have you had a bad experience with any of them?
Yeah, that's what I say. You can take it sometimes, and you wait as long as God comes from heaven. It will not work.
So, the one that you tried, right? Is it the can I, if you don't mind, could we know like which one it is? Was it the natural one? Was it the pills? Which of them?
I've tried the natural ones and I've tried some pills too. But you see, the natural ones are like you have to be doing it for some days before the match. And this is impromptu match. You don't write letter for it; it just happens. So, if you say you are waiting, doing all this kind of medication till that time, what about if it didn't happen?
So, like our first caller said, he takes ginger with hot water, coffee. Yeah. So, and he said that if you have a match, you have to drink it like a week before. Something like that. You can't depend on it.
That's where the point is. What about doing it for the weekend then? Maybe the match comes around 3 days or the match got cancelled. What are you going to do?
Even if it gets cancelled, it's good for your body. Ginger is good for your body. You've not lost in any way or form.
You were not in the mood of taking ginger. You see?
I see where you're coming from. I see where. So,
Yeah,
but with the enhancer, right? Would you say that a lady like I don't know, was it a previous caller? Yeah, the previous caller who was saying that Obia, you've paid money, you've paid bills and everything, and you feel like, let me take this to fire her so that nobody else would come and, rip off your benefits or whatever. Would you take that for such a person?
Oh, it depends on how I've spent on the person.
So let's say you've spent about 10K.
Hey.
10K is one.
Oh, madam, 10K, I think I will import some from Amsterdam. That will be very strong. The ones here couldn't make me last a 10K journey. I mean, and taking it much will hurt me, so I'll not do that.
But aside taking the enhancers, though, don't you also agree with the fact that you have to be healthy as well? Because it's not just about taking the enhancers. You can take the enhancer and then within 2 minutes you are panting, you are tired, but then you still have to keep going because, Charlie, it's standing there, it's ready to work.
You understand?
So don't you think you also have to exercise?
Exercise is the very best point. You understand? Exercising. But we boys nowadays don't have time for those exercises,
Okay.
I feel like this. I don't remember the last time I even jog or something. But sometimes when you are in the house, you can do some small exercises. I mean, when the lady is around, you can do some small press-ups. Then, but the real thing is that exercise is the best point for that. That's the very best one. But what about if you do all the exercises and you still don't laugh?
Then go get yourself checked. There's something wrong somewhere.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We have people like that. We have people who doesn't laugh naturally.
Well,
so if you've done all the essential exercises, you can run from here to wherever you want to go, carry a big load of push-ups and everything. But at the end of the day, someone will lose. That is someone, that is someone. Someone will lose. But like this, I can be here for, the days that you want. I can be sitting with you, not going anywhere. But when the day comes, you will show it. When the day comes, you will feel it. It's not about getting some exercise. These matches are impromptu once you are not married. Once you are not married, this kind of matches are impromptu. So maybe I've planned to have sex next week. I'll be drinking ginger with water. Am I cooking my throat?
Pablo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in and have a good evening.
Have a good evening to yourself too. Thank you very much.
But Pablo just mentioned an interesting point that we forgot about, which is, he said when you're single, but married people also take enhancers.
Yeah,
they do.
It's
so ask yourself why.
Because they do, not on a constant level, not on an everyday vibe. No, they do just to spice things up. Like we said, you've had super sex for long. Today we feel like, let's have a wine night, or let's. They don't see theirs is not intense as this single bragrads trying to outperform everybody on this earth. For what?
I think the mentality also needs to change. Like, okay, we joke about it be much,
yeah.
but in reality, no. Like,
much.
See, I love sex, right? But at the same time, I like to actually enjoy the process of it.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing if not that? What's the point even if not that? Because if we are just linking up, we might as well link up somewhere very random and hit a quickie in a bathroom and just get over with and just go home.
So
I'm just trying
Or
to
you
bust
might
at the
as
end of
well
the day.
just get a prostitute by the street and
And
bust
probably
a nut.
get a flashlight. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and talking about flashlight, Pleasure Avenue has flashlights and all other. I mean, for the
Everything
men,
for the man them.
for the women too.
Yeah.
Your
For the women that
dildo,
like to-
your suction toys, your
Yeah. Do they have plugs?
Of course.
yeah,
They
they
have
do.
plugs.
They do. They even
Nice.
see.
I see you got
They have-
ideas.
They have their
Vibrator
handcuffs.
rings for the guys.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
handcuffs, all of that.
Handcuffs.
Yes.
Fairy ones.
Yes.
Amazing.
Guys, so Pleasure Avenue is your plug. You can WhatsApp them on 0255 274 6582. Snapchat is Pleasure Avenue 0. Instagram is Pleasure Avenue 1. TikTok is Pleasure Avenue. Okay? And their mission is to empower individuals and couples to embrace their sensuality with confidence, discretion, and excitement. You can go to them too. So as couples, I mean, if you want to do some small role play, BDSM, whatever, the whip lash, I mean, they have all of
BDSM might
that.
actually be where I draw the line, though. Like,
I swear, because that shit can go
I
south.
lash you.
I'm like, that should go south very quickly.
So we have a message from someone. This is actually very interesting. He says, "Please, good evening. My name is Roland Boat, listening all the way from Tema, enjoying today's program. Thank you. But I will be taken in medication during sex." Okay, he's saying that, but I think taking in medication during sex is very bad. Let's say if you continue using this stuff frequently for sex, without it, you can't perform. I used a spray, one called Vega Delay Spray, and nearly died. Since then, I made a promise to myself I will never use that kind of stuff again. Strength in sex doesn't come from going to gym or that, but also eating a lot of fruits and also limiting the intake of artificial sugary stuff. Make sure you also work on your daily routine exercise by going for jogging. Taking a lot of water will also increase your stamina. I prefer the natural organic food, which is tiger nuts plus ginger and honey all grinded together. It really helps the manhood and also boosts the bloodstream of the penis. That is what Roland said.
It's my
Shout out
problem
Roland,
here.
by the way.
My problem is everybody's talking about the negative side. Meanwhile, anything on earth has a positive and a negative. The delay, whatever they are talking about, has a positive side.
Virgin
You get what
Chris,
I'm saying?
tell us the positive side.
Even the training and the criminal court and all that has positive and negative. Even though it's local, natural thing, right? It has positive, it has negative.
But last, the
Wait.
negative will now come back to biting the ass like 5, 6, 7, 10 years later down the line.
The what?
The negative.
The positive is for the moment. Now the negative is waiting for you down there.
That is when you
that's what
become
I'm saying.
dependent
So
on it, though.
if you are saying it,
which a lot of people are likely to become dependent on.
you drinking the ginger tea and ginger whatever, no?
That is natural.
So natural don't have negative.
It's natural. It's good for your body.
Wait, so natural don't has anything negative.
It has other benefits. So if you take too much of it, so like for example, the ginger they mentioned.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's taken once a day, not 5 times a day.
Even like no, that one say if possible, take once a week. Once a week, because it can it can destroy you.
Virgin, you say you don't know. You say you don't know something with the tissue.
No, I'm not saying I don't know. What I'm saying is anything that has been made has negative and positive.
But it's better to go with the natural option.
But the natural also has negative and positive.
But it has other benefits aside the sexual part. The sexual part is just an addition.
We are our focus is on the sex part.
It has side effects, but currently we're not sure about the side effects.
Why don't you find out that?
Oh, we will find out that out. Yeah, we'll find that out, and then next week we'll let you know.
Looking at me.
Yeah.
Allow.
We have a comment saying, in fact, I'm a performer. Either I take enhancements or not, I still last long. No girl can defeat me. Well, kudos to you.
Oh boy, oh yeah, advert.
Yeah, you could send your CV. You know, I think Imani will put it out there. Imani, his CV, you know, is quite elaborate.
6'3", size 13.
Yeah.
6'2",
Deep voice.
size 13, deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
I mastered it.
God damn it. Okay. So, the last comment for the night. The ginger and hot water should be a daily routine. I only gave the week prior for those who don't do that. Just to correct Pablo. Okay.
Actually, that also serves as a very good detox.
It does.
That also serves as a very good detox.
Inflammation as well. Ginger
Exactly.
is good for that.
Exactly,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very true. But I feel like in everything, in taking the pills and all of that, even if you will, I think going for the natural aspects is much better than taking the pills. Because the pills...
The camera quality and all that.
You know when they say
They'll,
camera...
you know,
Yeah.
And I know and I've heard that the northern part of Ghana, they have some special ones.
Yes.
Ask yourself, why do Dagomba men last?
How did you know?
What?
How did you know? How did you know?
What? Yeah, they also have their special remedies they use.
I think
It's all natural.
I can testify to that though. Like back in my uni days, a friend introduced me to something called a black stone. Yeah, amazing.
But I think what they also take a lot of, I don't know if it's just Dagomba men, but I think Northerners, or not, let me not say Northerners in general, but most people, kola nuts.
Kola nuts,
Yeah.
It's really good. And they chew it
and
casually.
listen, that's not the drink.
What?
Help me, Imani.
Why should Imani be the one to help?
Why?
Oh, that's not the drink. The Muslims drink. What's the name?
Like they put in a tea. Yeah.
They have a name for it.
The tea.
Yeah, there's a name for it, but I've forgotten the name. But that's for their health. Like that's, I think, like drinking natural tea, but not necessarily.
No, but here's the thing. If we actually dig into the truth of these things, they all serve a certain,
of course,
health
energy
benefits, which that's the thing. The energy in bed is the byproduct of what it's really doing for your body. It's not exactly the main objective.
Yeah.
Like with the ginger thing, like people, a lot of, after a long night out, you come back home, ginger shots are used to cure hangovers. You know, ginger can be used as detox sometimes. Even if even when you're trying to lose weight. Back in the day when you are being a stubborn kid, we use it for discipline. You know, it's multifunctional.
Okay, so
it depends on what you want to do with it.
Someone just told us the tea you're talking about. They call it attaya. Attaya. Yes, attaya. So that I think substances in general, basically, substances can open doors, but then don't let them replace a real connection between you and your partner, because if you do allow that, I mean, within the least time, it can take over your whole relationship and your sexual life as well. And know what your body needs and what it actually responds to, because everybody's body is different. I can try something, I can recommend it to Dell, but what works with me doesn't work with Dell. So learn to know your body and what works with your body, and know that true compatibility doesn't need a buzz. It's just about being curious and the care. And tonight's episode of The Room Service was powered by Pleasure Avenue, Ghana's #1 adult play store. From bedroom boosters to sensual self-care, they've got you covered. Join us next week, Tuesday, same time, same vibe. It's The Room Service, where grown folks talk love, lust, and what you do when the lights go low.
Turn the lights down low. It's a rainy night too, so.
Oh yeah. Have a good night, y'all.
Troublemakers.